Today on the Ayden Jackson Show, there's not really a lot of news to cover. We got like one news story that's happened in the last week to cover, then we'll just kind of talk. So let's go and get right into the episode. Broadcasting from my studio, my name is Ayden, and this is the Ayden Jackson Show. If you're new here, I'm a country singer-songwriter. On this podcast, I discuss country music news, current world news, without giving a bias to it. If that sounds like a show you'd like, please consider subscribing on whatever platform you're listening on. There hasn't been a lot that's happened in the last week that's really interested me, that's caught my attention, and I've been like, oh yeah, I gotta cover that on my podcast. One thing I've seen in the last day, though, is Susie Wiles, the White House chief of staff. She's been diagnosed with early breast cancer, so that's obviously sad. Anybody getting a cancer diagnosis, and hopefully she can beat that. And if it's early, it sounds like she should be able to beat that and fight that and win that battle. But a lot of people getting cancer nowadays. It's just sad, the world we live in. It really is. I don't think there's been too much that's happened on the war side of things with the Iran war or whatever. I don't think anything else has happened. There were rumors that Netanyahu has passed away. I think those were proven to be false, but that was going around the other day. I don't really know. He's the Prime Minister of Israel, by the way, if you didn't know. So I'm not really paying too much attention to that, and I don't really care much about it, to be honest, because it doesn't really affect me. I mean, it doesn't affect my everyday life. I don't learn about things going on with that and then have it affect my day. Oh, this makes my day better or worse. I just don't allow that to happen. So, yeah. I still in state of being tired all the time and drinking a crap ton of energy drinks every day, but things I think are kind of looking up in my life. I'm not gonna get too much into stuff going on in my life. One thing I will say, though, is the current music I'm working on sounds amazing. Okay, this song, I was talking about this song on last week's episode. With all the investing I'm putting into it and people playing on it, it sounds amazing. I can't wait for you guys to hear this song and all the other songs I've been working on. It's honestly by far one of the best songs I've ever worked on. Just the quality of the production, but also lyrics wise, it's pretty good. As far as everything I've ever recorded, it's the best, because my actual production knowledge is way more than it used to be. My knowledge on everything music is way more than it used to be. It's a pretty good song lyrics wise. Now some of these other ones are way better lyrics wise, but they'll be getting recorded here soon. I've got 10 songs I'm currently working on, and most of them I've recorded versions of in the past that weren't that great, so I'm going back and recording them. Certain parts are being taken out, and everything's getting re-recorded, but there's certain change-ups in the personnel of who's going to be playing on these songs. So, but they sound way better now, so you guys will get to hear them. And there's a song I co-wrote a little over 2 weeks ago when I'm recording this, and I'm going to start working on a demo of that as well and try to put that in with the new songs I'm working on and try to get that song recorded, because I think that song sounds amazing and will sound even more amazing once there's actually a version of it out there. So yeah, my life's been a little it's had its ups and downs here recently. I have a feeling the next week or so is going to be a little better for reasons, things going on in my life I won't talk about, but yeah, I think I told you guys last week's episode I did smoke weed for the first time in 2.5, 3 months, and it hits you crazy the first time. And I've been smoking a little more here recently, not to the extent that I was at one point. Actually trying to prevent getting to that point, because that it's not a good point to be at where you're dependent on it. Used to be to where anything bad that would happen in my life, anything bad that would happen, I would smoke weed to deal with it. And instead of sitting with my pain and my struggles, worries, everything, instead of sitting with that, I would just smoke weed, and then makes things better for a little bit, and then you're stuck back with the same problems, and you have crazy thoughts while you're high. So it's like, I don't even know. I have mixed opinions because, yeah, I don't know. Things feel like they're getting better, though. I'm not really going to talk about too much situations I'm talking about in my personal life, but things seem like they're getting a little better in certain areas of my life, so that's good. You don't want to be too hopeful of things in your life, but you also don't want to be a pessimist to where you think nothing good is going to happen, because I can feel things in the air. I can feel things changing, so hopefully they do. And hopefully you guys enjoy this new music when it is released. I think I just did minutes of rambling there. There really hasn't been a lot to cover, though. There hasn't been. I enjoy doing this podcast. I've told myself every single week I will record an episode of this podcast. I'm not breaking that for anything. I mean, I wanted to, as soon as I got home, I wanted to smoke some weed, but I was like, nope, podcast first. So might be what I go and do after this episode, but I wanted to be here for this episode. And I'm so tired, by the way, guys. I should probably explain this to you. I get so tired that my eyes hurt from contacts, like pretty bad. And yeah, so tired that I think like everybody knows, like everybody at my place of work, I think, knows that I chug energy drinks all the time, but I'm tired and I need energy. So, my name has been Ayden, and this has been The Ayden Jackson Show.